So to recap, focusing on the things that are good for us to eat, fruits, vegetables, whole grains. On the fruit and veggie note, it is ideal to eat organic fruits and vegetables, and I know a lot of folks struggle with the extra expense. So if if you are curious about incorporating some organic fruits and vegetables into your diet, and cost is an issue, there is a website. It's ewg.org. It's a nonprofit group of scientists. It's environmental working group, and they put out a list called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. The Dirty Dozen is a list of the foods with the highest amount of pesticides. So if you're going to buy organic, though, if you're just going to buy some things organic, those would be the ones to choose. I know apples are, I believe, currently on the top of the list, and they do test these foods after they've been washed. So washing your fruits and veggies is always great. However, some pesticides don't wash off easily, and I know that regardless of whatever scientific study says that they're okay for us to eat, pesticides are designed to kill living organisms. So even if they don't knock us off instantly, slowly over a period of time, pesticides in our food have been linked to many serious health issues. So check out ewg.org and click on Dirty Dozen. They also have some healthy sunscreen lists and other databases in there that will tell you exactly what and why we should be wary of things in our products that we buy. On the topic of meat consumption, in the standard American diet, which among my nutritionist friends it's referred to as SAD, meat is heavy on the plate. So regardless of whatever your personal beliefs are about eating of the meat, and it is healthier to pay attention to it, to be mindful of it, to cut back on it. If you're eating the standard American diet, which is heavily laden with lots of heavy meat products, fried food, high in fat and sugar, meat is one of the easiest things that we can do without nutritionally, or do with less of. It's also one of the least known topics about what really goes on in meat production. Most folks that I know, just on a personal note, most folks that I know are opposed to animal cruelty. However, it is a reality that it does take place on a daily basis to billions of animals that are raised for food. There's a common misconception that the food that you buy in the grocery store comes from a local family farm, or the animals are raised on a farm with a red barn and they get to go outside. And the reality is that most of them are raised in dark, dank, horrible conditions that are so unhealthy that they need to be doped up with tons of antibiotics in order to keep them alive. So if you're going to eat meat, please, please, please find out where it comes from. I bought some turkey the other day for a client, and from a natural food store, and it came from a farm that on their label that says visitors welcome. That is the exception, not the norm. It was an organic farm, humanely raised turkey, antibiotic free, and just so you know, these antibiotics and the drugs that they're giving to the animals are not healthy for us to be ingesting. If you feel like you can't part with the meat on your plate, or would like to learn more or cut back, please visit a local farm. There are plenty of websites out there that can help you find a local organic farm. And if the farm won't let you visit, to me that says they have something to hide. A lot of the places that supply our grocery stores with meat don't allow visitors. I have met a gentleman who works for an organization called Mercy for Animals. It's one of those animal rights groups where they go undercover at slaughterhouses or meatpacking plants, or places where animals are raised for food. And what he said was those videos that they get of animal cruelty that are put on the internet, and that people protest and things are done about it, he said that, and keep in mind, I have to admire the strength of spirit of an animal lover who goes into conditions like that and is documenting abuse to shed light on it, so that folks like you and me who don't take the time to do that stuff can be aware of it and act accordingly. That being said, he said that because somebody had asked him, isn't that the exception, like you go in and, you know, every once in a while you'll document some animal cruelty, and his response was, pretty much every time we go in, there's some kind of documentation of cruelty going on. So it happens. The general conditions aren't kind, and you know, folks. I've had great debates with folks about the topic of eating meat, and I can't tell people what to do on that topic. That's one that really follow your heart. But what my heart tells me is, if my friends are going to eat it, that I do hope they choose a healthier option, and you know, not only healthier for the animals, but that's healthier for people too.